Cut.
Take action and talk to your doctor about Prolia today.
You got to think about what made him feel like he had the right to shoot these 4 teenagers who were all inside of a car, minding their business, armed with nothing but music. What was it in his genotype or his makeup made him believe that that was the appropriate response to loud music? And I think that's the underlying or the underpinning issue that actually brings up the issue of race.
Jane Velez-Mitchell all over the story tonight at 7. Make sure you tune in. In the meantime, I've got my legal dream team with me, Tanya Miller, Darren Kavanoki. And there you saw they were talking a little bit about the jury. Let's talk about this jury because it's 5 white men, Darren. Kind of look like you, right? 5 white women, 3 African-American women, like Tanya, right? And then we've got 2 Asian women and 1 Hispanic man. So there's a couple factors. There's a lot of women. But this jury a little more diverse than who sat in judgment of George Zimmerman. Tanya, what do you think about this jury?
I actually, this is where Darren and I differ a little bit.
Okay.
Darren thinks that the Zimmerman problem was with the prosecution team. My view is that the problem was with that jury in the Zimmerman case. And that's not to say the prosecution didn't make mistakes. I think that this is a far better jury for the prosecution for obvious reasons. Anytime race is a factor, and the elephant in the room of this case, just like in Zimmerman, is the race of the parties, right? Anytime race is a factor, you're better having minority individuals on the jury.
Darren, what do you think of this jury? There's 16 that we named. 12 of them will sit in judgment, but what do you think of the makeup, and will it make a difference for prosecutors in this case versus what happened in the George Zimmerman case?
Yeah, it could, and the racial diversity could be a factor. As you were ticking off the different groups of people, the first thing that occurred to me is, uh-oh, I hope this doesn't turn into a hung jury where the racial issues somehow trigger some sort of disagreement along racial lines. But here's the deal. When you strip all of this away, look, I'm a white guy that's got more in alignment with Michael Dunn than I do the victim in the case, and I'm outraged by the arrogance of Michael Dunn. That has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with just being outraged as a human being. So I think at the end of the day, the facts in this case are so compelling that the racial issues, I hope, will fall away and the jurors will be guided by common sense.
All right, more women than men. Is that a factor, or it really depends who the women are?
I think it depends on who the women are. And I said this when we were looking at the Zimmerman trial. Would that have been different if all of those jurors were African-American females as opposed to white females? So I do think race of the female will make a difference.
Is more important. Do you think that the gender has any impact here in this case, Darren?
Yeah, I think it can, and where that tugs at my heartstrings is when I hear Jordan Davis's mother, and who knows if we're going to get any information from her on the stand, but to hear the emotional reaction of a mom and that piece that you've been playing, Vinny, about the last time that she hugged her son,
yeah,
I think those
tough.
maternal instincts get drawn out when we've got moms there on the jury, too.
All right, great job by the Dream Team today. Darren Kavanaugh and Tanya Miller, great to see you. Thanks so much. We'll see you again very soon. All right, finally, we're on the